Well, shall we go hunting?
We should. We should hunt for some trails.
The trails.
Yes.
That's what you do with this thing, right?
Yes, you have to go hunt trails. It's right there in the name, Trail Hunter. It is the one that everybody wants.
Yes.
It is the super cool looking new trim for the Tacoma.
They've never had a Trail Hunter before.
They haven't. You thought TRD-Pro was cool. That's for high-speed desert running, apparently. The Trail Hunter is for hunting trails. Oh, wait, we got to do the thing.
What?
We got to do the thing. No. Hang on. Everybody listen. We're going to be children real quick. I'm going to roll down this window because the intake is right here. You can't see it. It's right here, up on the pillar.
You should hold your mic up to it.
Oh, they're going to hear it. I have no doubt. It's the liftoff that makes me giggle.
It's right there.
It's right there. When you're driving down the freeway, it is almost obnoxious because there it is.
It's
because you can hear it all the time.
With the windows up.
Yes, exactly. All right, we're gonna hunt some trails.
Oh, here's a trail.
There you go.
We should go hunting up the trail. What
Successful hunt.
Well, this is $65,000. It is the top trim level. Toyota has never had the Trail Hunter trim level before, and it is kind of the one you want. It's the one everybody wanted to drive at the press launch.
And they didn't have it at the press launch, except sitting there static.
The difference is the Fox shocks on the TRD-Pro and Old Man Emu shocks, that's the brand, on this, which is a nice balance between load carrying and off-road trail hunting.
You can do disconnected sway bar. You can do locking diff. This has a ton of skid plates, which means you are actually working your way over rocks, which is what we're going to do.
Great cars, great roads, and all the reasons we love to drive.
Road trips, comparisons, test drives, and podcasts. This is Everyday Driver.
Let's go 4 high, and then multi-terrain select becomes active. Once that happens, there it is. All right, so let's try dirt.
All right, wow, you're being selected.
I'm interested in dirt.
And we've got the sway bar disconnect button.
Yes.
That'll illuminate over there in a minute.
Okay, I felt the clunk.
Yep, you can hear it.
Drive. And let's go down to second gear. And let's go hunting.
Let's hunt. This is actually a pretty rocky, muddy trail, getting a little bit of snow this time of year. So it is a really decent trail that requires actually some genuine off-road capability, which is nice. This is actually a trail that's normally used by UTVs. So to have a truck back here at all is at least making a choice.
Hey, we're totally UTVs.
Yeah,
we're in UTV mode. There's some mode on here, right?
I mean, this is the iForce Max, the super duper version of the 4-cylinder available in the Tacoma. So that is the 328 horsepower?
326 horsepower, 465 pound-feet of torque.
So that's a lot. That is like 70% more torque than the prior V6 had. Now I know there's a lot of discussion about these new Toyota turbos have already had their issues, so people are questioning that. Ooh. But the reality is there's a ton of power here, and that hybrid motor it's got an electric motor in it, right?
It's got a 48 horsepower electric motor sandwiched into the transmission, and that's what gives it all this nice low speed torque. Got it in first gear, and it just seems so unstoppable.
Jump to that side of there you go. Yep.
Wow.
This has got a lot of ruts from a lot of travel.
It does.
Snow, mud, it has all of it. It's good stuff.
I mean, some of this, these are not exactly winter tires.
They're not.
But this truck's gonna overcome it, right? We got good underbody protection,
We do. We got tons of it. There's front skid plates. There's actually rock sliders. There's skid plates under all of the major vital portions, including the transmission, which is wonderful. The gas tank, they all have them.
Hey.
Yeah, it's making short work of it.
It really is.
And it really is the wrong tires. And look, I'll give you this. This doesn't even have the diff locked right now, and it's doing this well.
Come on,
so
baby.
That's something else to think about. There's even more capability than we've dialed it in for, and it's just making short work of it.
It really is. It's a little too easy, and these are the wrong tires for this condition.
Yeah.
Well, the Tacoma has really impressed us. They have offered so many trim levels now, and this is the very top end. As we said, $65,000. Now, you get a lot for your money here, though.
You do.
I can't believe Tacomas are now 65 grand, but that's the world we live in. You get the ARB products. You've got this roll hoop here. You've got rigid brand lighting. You've got an exhaust that tucks up out of the way for off-road use. Of course, the Old Man Emu shocks. Toyota has embraced all of their suppliers. All of the cool things that you want on a truck, the Trail Hunter comes with. Now, it does not come with isodynamic seats, and those are the very, very cool off-roading seats that come with a bicycle pump to control the pressure for lateral movement and,
they are cool.
and vertical motion when you're doing high-speed overlanding.
Well,
I know this could do it too.
Well, but here's the thing. That shows you the TRD-Pro is designed for the fast running, because when we had the isodynamic seats at the launch, they literally had us launch. We drove the truck and got it airborne in those seats to see how well they work. So it is actually, that's what they're hoping for. Those aren't here. You've got everything else here, and it still is $65,000, which when you think about the fact that there's the Tundra above this, that is expensive, but you are getting a lot of capability. I mean, this has got 5,400 pounds worth of weight and 6,000 pounds worth of towing, which is good. There's, you've already been talking about all the brands that are on here, but
there's a lot.
Sway bar disconnect, these kind of things that you typically have done aftermarket. That's the thing that's happening now with a lot of these off-roaders, is that a lot of the stuff you used to do aftermarket is now being offered from the factory.
All right, well, this is our turnaround spot. That was a little too easy.
Kind of crazy, isn't it? Yeah.
I like this bronze color on the truck. I think the styling is rugged and aggressive, and it has made the Tacoma even more viable in my mind. It's a big truck now, and it's on the same platform as a lot of the big trucks now. The Tundra, all of the TNGA platform that Toyota uses now. It's
down through Land Cruiser, they're using it for everybody. It's crazy.
Yeah, so this styling really works well, because what Tacomas have become is not just the little pickup truck for running errands anymore.
You can still buy that version, which is crazy. You can buy the base version that is just the fleet car in white with two-wheel drive and a manual. You can get the base version. We're the other end of the spectrum here.
It's amazing that there is such a broad spectrum of trim levels available, including manual transmission all the way up to this, to $65,000, that is unbelievably capable. I mean, we just cruised right up this trail.
Yeah, we did.
And you could just use this for load carrying capability and towing, but if you don't have this off-road, you've kind of missed the point. It's like owning a sports car and never tracking it or never doing some high-performance driving with it. It's so unbelievably capable, and it has everything that you could possibly want, including for rock crawling. It has an air compressor built into the side of the bed in the back. So if we wanted to air the tires down and we were doing Moab-style rock crawling.
And you have a power lift gate. Remember the days of like opening we don't open lift gates anymore. The tailgate is just something there's a button over here and there's a button on the back. It's powered.
Lighting in the front just under the Toyota logo, and then you've got the two extra fog lamps. You've got lighting on the bed rails. It's impressive, every little detail, and it looks so designed and well done.
Yeah.
You could buy this and never need to do any other mods to it.
You would get a lot of capability out of it. You're absolutely right, and it's that kind of thing. We've now started to run into situations where we're off-road with something like this, and we come into somebody that is an off-roader that has built their truck that is a little angry that the factory is offering something that does as much as these things do. I mean, that's the place that we've reached. There's so much capability here. It's amazing.
The interior is superb, and I say that because the styling matches the exterior. It doesn't look like a completely different truck, and it doesn't feel like an SUV in here. It feels like a rugged pickup. It feels like you want to use it for off-road and kind of beat up a little bit, and it'll take the abuse. You get a 14-inch screen. The only drawback is, because it's a Tacoma, the rear seat legroom. It is still not great for people like us. We've got the seats all the way back, but look, the seats have heating. The controls are so easy to use. The knobs they're designed for gloves, and it's one of those trucks that is so easy to use. Everything that you need for doing off-road mode, your multi-terrain select or your modes is right down here.
Tons of technology.
It's just easy. Now, it doesn't have paddles, but you do have the shifter. You can, just use the shifter for keeping in lower gears, so no problem. You got to get in this and
I'm ready. I'm ready to go back down.
This bad boy.
For sure. Whatever. I'm turning around.
Well, see, look, you got your cameras, got the side cameras, you
I'm
got
that
your
old school guy that looks at stuff.
Oh, look, you've got the angle of the attitude here.
Hey, I'm going to use all the skid plates turning around.
Yeah. Just slide the truck around.
Hey. Sure, I know what I'm doing.
I just want to hear the sucking noise.
Well, it won't be much because I'm not going to use much throttle going down.
It's not. So now mixed conditions, headed downhill. I can see in the rearview mirror the tires are sliding and slipping and it's hunting for traction, but it's just warming up. So there's some mud on the surface, there's snow, and then there's rocks and dirt. So perfect.
Yes, I mean,
the conditions are perfect.
Totally, and this is certainly set up tire-wise for normal non-winter off-roading. This is 18-inch wheels, 33-inch tires from the factory, which is amazing. And as you already said, you can decrease the pressure to do your off-roading, and then there is an actual air compressor in the bed, which is wonderful.
Super cool.
So you can make that happen. It really does want you to take it off-road, and it just kind of laughs at the conditions. I mean, again, we have, I would say, almost half the capability of this truck even dialed in right now, and it doesn't even care.
I mean, not a squeak, not a rattle. It's so tight. It's so well built. I mean, if you're looking for something and you have genuine need for off-roading a lot, you cannot ignore the Trailhunter trim. I mean, all the Tacomas are great. There's the TRD off-road, the Pro, of course. You get the cool seats. But this, even on-road, you do feel like that punch, you know, from the solid rear axle.
Well, it's definitely got some buzz and vibration, which we notice in all these trucks that are designed for off-roading and pickup trucks in general. But honestly, I don't think this rides any worse than any other truck you've driven if you were going to take it to Starbucks and to drop the kids off, which you know is going to happen as well. And the kids are going to go, cool truck! And you may never, ever take it off-roading, which would be a tragedy. But it still rides decent enough, especially for a person that likes trucks. This is a perfectly acceptable thing to use as a daily. Yeah. And it has that big aggressive look that people like when they have a truck as a daily. If you're looking for a Tacoma in any trim, including the new Trailhunter, you need Autotempest.com/everyday. You could even look up a competitor like the Chevy Colorado ZR2, the Bison, getting results from multiple sites with one quick search. Autotempest, all the cars, one search. We're back here, and we're not actually challenging this truck enough. It's doing a trail that is, it's genuinely worse than it probably looks on camera. Some serious ruts that actually takes some navigation, and the truck is fine. It doesn't care.
It's not even challenged. Well, yeah, you'll have to. I guess you could keep it in the ruts.
I could, yeah.
You could try it.
Yeah, we'll end up with.
I think it'll clear.
Accidental oversteer thanks to the ruts. That worked out okay.
Oh look, you've even got an integrated trailer brake.
Yeah.
I mean, this thing is
This could just be your singular truck for daily, for hauling, for towing, for overland camping, and also for rock crawling. You could do all of that in this right from the factory. I do like all those cameras. It's amazing the visibility that you have when you want it. I mean, you can see everything that's going on here. And it's your onboard spotter. It's perfect.
Yeah, you've got the cameras underneath the mirrors. You've got the front one looking down, pointed down at the ground. I mean, use your eyes and
ideally
also steer.
Look at what you're doing. Don't just drive by screen. That'd be an interesting challenge on a different day.
Drive by screen.
Drive by screen.
It's the video game approach to driving off road.
Here, hang on. Okay. Yeah.
You're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
See, it's showing you your wheel tracks where you should be.
Yeah, don't do that.
It's just not accounting for the deep ruts.
Let's not do that. That's a bad idea. All right, so this is the place where I cross from ruts to ruts. I'm going to go over them and get up on this side. There we go.
Just so dang impressive.
Yeah,
the truck's not even sweating.
No, not at all. And it's very robust. It doesn't feel like we're doing anything that it's not overbuilt for, which is great.
Yeah, that's a great point. All right, Trailhunter. You want the Trailhunter. Well, maybe you want the TRD-Pro because of those cool seats.
Yeah, I think I'm more Trailhunter. I think if I'm gonna go off road, I think I'm gonna be going a little slower, and I don't need the bounce. And this is a great looking truck, and it could be the daily, which is pretty crazy.
Could be the daily, yeah.
I
drive it everywhere.
It's a bit of overkill for the Starbucks drive-through, but
that's why we like it so much.
That is why we like it.
It's all overkill.
Yep. I take the sports cars through the drive-through. I get it. I do understand. There is a laugh to that, but yeah.
It's just so funny to be on this trail and think the truck is unfazed, even with mixed conditions like this. It's unconcerned.
Especially considering that this is a trail that is normally used by side-by-sides, UTVs, that kind of stuff. And we're up here in a factory truck with 4,000 miles on it, straight from Toyota. Thank you, Toyota. And we're up here just beating on it, and it's fine with it. It's all good.
Okay, I'm ready for the intake noise.
Okay, I got to get back into
right.
street setup here, which
That's
is
right.
easy. That's
You
fine.
got to put it back in normal mode.
I'm going to put it back into all the modes. Go back into 2 high. Connect my sway bar. So now, wait. Everybody listen. We're children. It's part of the fun of
Yet
what we do.
Another thing the
Yes.
truck entertains you with.
Yes, more entertaining.
How cool is that?